Thank you very much for giving me such a wonderful honor. And I have every reason to be happy to be here. And I'm also using this wonderful opportunity to welcome each and every one of you. I just have an advice in the new money economy. And my advice goes in this way to everyone. Never you sit on a table to discuss as a colleague with one with result. Never you sit on a table to discuss as a colleague with one with result. Think about this. Never you sit on a table to discuss with one with result as a colleague. What I am talking about is humanity. In the new money economy, if you cannot learn, you will not achieve. It takes humility for one to learn. When you see one that has result, it doesn't matter the age. Humble yourself and learn from him or her. Never you sit to discuss as a colleague on a table with one with result. Whether the result flows from the father or from the parents and from whatever background, and you don't have that very result yet, does not mean you will not have it. That you don't have that same result like him, you've not grown like him, does not mean you will not be bigger than him. Only if you can learn from him. And for you to learn, you need humility. Listen to me attentively. Every one of you that is opportune to be here today. Making, managing, and multiplying money cannot be done except you can learn. It cannot be achieved except you can learn. Learning brings about skills. Learning brings about skills. You cannot come up with a skill except you can learn. Listen to me, God's people. And it takes a skill for one to make an impact in a society. It takes a system for one to achieve in life. Listen, if you cannot make an impact in a society, you may not achieve. And you need a system to make an impact. And for a system to be created, you need a skill. Such a skill that will announce you. Because whatever you want to do, others are doing it already. You need a skill. And that is when you will be announced. And for that skill to come up, you need to learn. And I want you to begin to tune to that level. And for you to learn, you must be humble. You may learn from a child. My late father gave me a story. Probably not really a story. I had an encounter with him. He was working in PZ industry. As at then, many years ago, over 40 years, he was a supervisor. And I saw a very young boy that he was answering sir. As the young man stepped forward, my late father stood up Welcome, sir. And everything, very smart. Left all the conversations we were having and was busy to work. But I also studied one other thing. The more he answered, sir, to this young man, very young, intelligent young man, the young man returns to him again saying, sir. I kept quiet. And when I saw that the young man has gone, I asked my father, who is this? He said, his boss. I quietly asked again, what is his position in the company? He is the manager, production manager. And my late father is the supervisor of production. I kept quiet. And when the young man returns again, and my father did introduction of me to him, he was so happy. He used his mouth and told me that your father is my master who taught me in standard school. The person my father was answering, sir, was his student that has gone to higher academics and has gotten sort of position that probably certificate never allowed my father to sit on. But I watched how humble the young man was. The system of the work is in the palms of my late father. And for this boy, young man, to be announced, my father had to teach him so many secrets of the job because he grew with the job. They created the system from when they were using charcoal to the machine system. The Pizza Industries focuses on soaps. So they started with charcoal pattern of cooking soap and grew to the point of using machine. And they know all this. I worked as a banker. I was a banker by profession. I understood certain things. No matter how much you read, how big an accountant you are, when you come to the system in the banking industry, you have to learn. Those that have been on ground have to teach you. So many of them failed because they came with an ego in them and was trying to boss the staffs they saw there with every strength they have. But many of them that succeed came with humility. They asked questions and they are taught. Within 6 months, like the master that was talking, they become a master in the game. Then they can rule. I still see them ruling with understanding, knowing fully well that they have learned from this one. I just want to advise you. There are so much bossy in this time. And I want you to ignore it. And I want you to put an end to that lifestyle. And now begin to embrace a lifestyle that will not only take you forward, but will ground you and establish you and make you wonderful. Humility. Listen to me. Humility. Do not sit on a table to discuss as a colleague with one that has resolved. He's a barrister, I'm also a barrister. He has been in the system and is now a son. You can't ignore that. Experience matters a lot. You need to learn from him. And before you know it, you will come up with a skill that will create a better system that will announce you. There is competition, but you can outnumber. That is why what the speaker before now was talking about. You can learn your equals and take yourself to the next level. But that is only when there is willingness in you to learn. The willingness to learn grows from humility, from equality. Humility is a quality that you need to possess. If you do not have it, I urge you to buy it. Sell what you have and acquire humility. Humility in the sense that you do not look at the size of the person you have to learn from, that have been in the system before you. Don't consider where you are coming from, the background. Before you know it, you become greater than you can ever imagine. I know why I'm talking to you in this manner. And I know why I told you that I have just come here to give you a little of an advice that will take you far in life. In the new money economy, for you to make, manage, and multiply money, you need a skill. That skill cannot grow up in you except you can learn. And let me tell you something. Put an end to emulation. Don't emulate. What makes you outstanding is the skill that will be created by you. It's inside of you. And it cannot manifest except you have mastered what you are doing. When you begin to master what you are doing, and that mastering comes from learning. If the more you are humble to learn, you begin to master what you are doing. And in that mastering, there will be a skill that will be coming up in you. And that skill will create a system that will draw the attention of many. By so doing, you are making an impact. Listen to me. No matter how difficult things are, economy in a society, economy in a nation, you can make it. Put an end to your fears about Nigeria economy. You can make it. You can make it if only you can create an impact. You can achieve if only you can create an impact. And for you to create an impact, you have to come up with a system. And for you to come up with a system, you need a skill. And for you to be established in a skill that will drive a system, you must learn. Learning will take you to mastering. And mastering will announce you. I just want you to think about this. Never you sit on a table with one that has result to discuss as a colleague. Listen, even though you school together, I want you to humble yourself and do much of asking questions than discussing as colleague. I want you to do much of asking questions. I want you to have that open heart to learn from him. And for you to learn, you ask questions from him, no matter his age. It becomes dangerous. I am still talking to you. It becomes dangerous for you to underrate people. Listen to me. It becomes dangerous for you to underrate people. Please, please, put an end to underrating people. Do you know that young man that is pushing truck may be a master degree holder, but condition made him to push truck? Do you know that the person you see loading passengers may be a PH holder? And put an end to underrating people. Let me tell you this. Everything created and everything that has been in existence has something to contribute in making you somebody. Everything created and everything that has been in existence has a contribution in making you whom you are to be in life. And I want you to note this and begin to realize it. If it is a mistake, begin to realize that mistake. Never you sit on a table to discuss as a colleague with people that already have results. they have gone far. You can see it. Honor them. Respect them. The only way you can respect them is for them to see that humanity in you. Let them see it in you. Even when they want to raise you up, we are together now. Let there be that respect from you. It doesn't take anything from you. Rather, it promotes you. And I am pleading with you to hearken to this voice of reasoning and let it be well with you. And I know that as you think and pause and ponder about it, it will be well with you. And I know too well that at the end of this very conference, a lot of us are coming to speak to us. I am glad when I was listening to the young man talking, and I know so many of them are coming to talk to us. Please get ready to learn, and you will go home here with something wonderful. May the Lord be with you.